And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Europa Universalis 4, in our chill games, the Ottomans, where, even though it's a chill game, middle of 1544, we're in India. Contemplating maybe going to Portugal at some point. Pushing up to the borders of Austria, pushing up to the borders of Austria is almost vaguely historical. But we're pushing the borders. Wouldn't necessarily do this to anyone who's not the Ottomans at this point. But this is the Ottomans. This is a chill game with the Ottomans. Somewhere we have to figure out what we're going to do with Venice. Venice actually has no friends, so we could probably just fabricate some claims on them and start something. Because at some point it would probably make sense to secure the entire Venetian trade node, and then push all the trade into there instead of pushing it all into Constantinople. Because end nodes are strong. We have troops marching down to the Ethiopian border, because that's the direction we're going to go next. We're going to take the claims we have from Ethiopia. Three, 5, 6. Yeah, 3, 5, 6. We are running quite a few half cores. Well, I say half cores. Quite a few places that would become half cores if we made them proper states, just so we can avoid the governing capacity issues. Because we're pretty close to the governing camp. Well, before we build a bunch of courthouses, we're pretty close to the camp. Build some more wonders. We do want these to be wonders in our territory, if we can. Mission strength's always good. That's in our territory. This one's just local. Granted, local fort maintenance is real nice. Basically free forts in the entire region, yeah. We'll move towards there. Oh, we're already upgrading that one. Oh, no, essentially these are the ports. Yes, we want to upgrade the port in there. Great project. Petra. Yeah, we're running with the Petra one. Envoy travel time will be very useful. Yes. Build up this mosque. Mausoleum of Anacharsis. It was the Aleppo. Oh, because that's... Okay, don't have the money for that. Okay, let's get our troops to the front. We'll get this war started. Getting this war completed would, in theory, allow us to complete... Islet of Adal. These two require us to have trade power in various nodes, which actually isn't going to be super easy to do until we build a big fleet in the area. Bit of a shame that it's still a little early for the canal. Suez Canal would be nice. Given where we are, spanning with the Suez Canal basically the middle of our empire. Okay, I think the brigades or the units are mostly in the spot. Yeah, mostly in the spot. So we got Ethiopia. Ethiopia has a subject. That's fine. We're mainly here for... Well, I suppose we could be here for reconquest. But no, I think we're basically going to come for our cores, our claims. example, we probably want Asab. None of our people have a claim on Asab, so we'll declare for Asab. And there we go. So we know where we need to go. So we need to get a guy there. Need to get a guy there. One guy's gonna want to go on Asab. And there. Okay. Interesting, the Ethiopian capital is in the sub. We basically just declared for that capital. Is that the Dull flag? No. That must be one of our subjects that's got claims on something. Or got cores on something. Unj has cores, okay. We got that one to be Adal. We don't want to do anything to Adal. The rest we were on board with. I think. Okay. Oh, so something happened that gave this guy a random core down there. Okay. Works for me. And then everything else after those core returns. We're going to places we have to take directly. Always we're giving stuff to our doll, which we don't want to do. Something like that. Okay. Let's finish this war. The Sultan is dead, long live the Sultan. Or in this case, the Queen Mother ruling the country until the 10-year-old is 15. Oh, interesting. We don't hold any cores on Ajam. Meaning we might be able to bring them about. People vassalize them as well. Interesting. Presumably have cores on, or Quora has cores on us, yeah. Ajam doesn't, okay. Because we haven't integrated any of our subgroups in the area. Sorry, Hormza. We want you to become one with the greater Ottoman Empire, and royal marriaging with you is not going to help with that degree. Q1 is fallen. The capital of them have fallen. Okay, then just the fort at Aurora. And the subject's capital to fall. Speed that up a little bit by firing guns off. Both of them. Zeus. Or Sus, however you want to say that. Okay, we've now got an info from Sub-Saharan West Africa, which is telling us that by the power of diplomacy, our empire may continue to expand. Yes, by the power of diplomacy, the empire may expand. I don't know what happened to the Ethiopian army, but it's fled to the hills, proverbially. No to Dole. Jumper. I think we're gonna say no to Jumper. You're an islet, so yes. You're an islet. Or no, you're not an islet. You also have a bunch of development, so no. Delhi is definitely a no. You're an island, so yes. Someone gonna have to clean up the fleet, I think. We've got a combination of redundant ships and just maybe not doing stuff in the right location. Because I've mainly been inheriting the ever-expanding fleet at this point. So right now the plan, we're going to get up to 20 spy network on Venice. We're going to fabricate a claim on Venice so we can finish off Venice once and for all. And we're then going to call that diplomat back to do our diplomacy. So Venice, you have exactly one province. You now have a claim on. There we go. So apparently Adol likes us quite a bit. Could probably be diplomatized. Okay. Maybe we should have given more territory to Adol then. Mistakes potentially were made. Maybe not big mistakes, but mistakes were potentially made. That is the case. Well, maybe we still want to keep this one if we diplomatize some stuff. And obviously we want to make those old cores. Okay, I gotta core the ghost before I can core the rest of it, so I'll be fine. Anyway, so that's definitely big enough fleet to do the landing on Venice when we want to start the Venice War. I'm going to rush off to do that right away, because we got a couple people we want to ally where we have open diplo slots. So you get an alliance. You're going to get an alliance. Oh, I now have one of your cores. Didn't have one of your cores, but now I have one of your cores. What changed? Where's the core that you think I have? There. Okay. We've got a couple options there if I still want to diplomatize the doll. Because I just got to get rid of those cores, right? What that's working out to. AUSA here? Or what's supposed to be the country is called AUSSA. ASA. So we can release ASA as a subject. We do want to finish coring this place first so we can core these places. Well, yeah, core those places, and then we can release that subject. So we won't worry too much about them, but yeah, it'll be... There is a route for that vassalization. Actually, like there's a route for the vassalization Ajam. Don't necessarily know how you pronounce that J in that word. Okay, we got the Royal Marriage at the 2 that we're working on, so let's... Before Venice gets any more safety, let's start the Venice Conquest. We'll bring in Great Britain, who's probably not going to show up. Munich and Passau. Oh, Great Britain's the defender of the Catholic faith, so any war with a Catholic is going to bring in Great Britain. Like, Great Britain's actually going to show up down here. I think we have a large enough fleet we can land against Britain anyway. But yeah, we're going to land on Venice. This might be a longer war than ideally what I'd like. By the sheer fact that Great Britain's going to be in the war, and it's going to take a while to peace out Great Britain. Yeah, or Great Britain and 2 one-province miners in just behind Austria. Okay, almost got Yao on board with becoming a new subject. Yep, there goes the Venetian army. Oh wow, I already have the admin tech to pick up admin 12, tech 13. It's not worth picking up early, but we could. Which is scary in of its own right. There. Can we get you? Yeah, we'll just improve relations. This one's the harder of the 2. And the slow, grinding expansion into Western Africa has begun. And by grinding, I mean grinding of diplomats. Okay, on the year tick, they should improve enough, I think. Okay, Venice has fallen. I doubt Venice is going to negotiate with an entire empire at their back. For their complete and utter destruction. Just the thought there. Don't think they're on board with that. On the other hand, does Venice have... where are the Venetian cores? They got like one. They got Treviso, and someone else. Okay. Probably not worth it for... So yeah, we're probably just annexing them. It's not worth leaving them alive for one Reconquista war. Especially Reconquista war that we already have an excuse to declare for the Genoan cores. Okay, we cored that one, so we want to core everyone except for that one. So you, and you. And once those are cored, we can then release that subject the moment we get back to peace, which then means we can move into attempting to diplovassalize those guys. Oh, there's the Great British Army. Oh, not quite. We're one short. We'll be able to do that just by subsidizing them. Yeah, so we'll just set up gift subsidies. Which is another ability. I tend not to be a great fan of the Age of Reformation abilities. The only one I like is the War Currents of the Religions. Merc Discipline is not bad if you're running mercenaries. We'll do ship trade power propagation. We do ideally want to convert one more province. And if we could get one of the Asian trades going, that way we can get our golden age at the beginning of the next era. There we go. Level 6, promote to an islet. And yeah, we got a nice green swath, with the exception of the Quora. Who are probably the next people we should invade. We should probably go in and get rid of them next. In fact, there's no reason to wait. There's no reason to wait. Yeah, we're involved with war with Great Britain. But what's Great Britain gonna do? Try to stop us? They're on 12. We're on 12. So we got military tech parity. It's not like Great Britain's known for land warfare. So if we want to generate a bunch of aggressive expansion, with a bunch of people we don't want aggressive expansion with, we could vassalize these guys, but no, we're not going to. We're going to do war operations, take their territory, get them out of this war. To a certain extent, I can tell we're going to win against the British, because the British are running away. Usually the AI stands and fights if you're going to march on them, and they're not, if they're going to win the fight. Or at least be close run thing. If they're actively running away, it's sort of like a green light to, yeah, you're probably going to win that fight. Same thing. If we wanted to cause problems, we could vassalize these guys. Yeah, because the state religion is Catholics, because we piss all the Catholics off, so... if it was like Reformed or something, that was weird. We'd probably go with vassalizing them, but... Yeah, if it's a Catholic nation, then it's a bad idea to vassalize them right now. Luchistan, yes, you can be married into the quite extensive royal family. Okay, so the British army just got itself killed. Now, Venice, are you willing to negotiate your complete and utter destruction? No, of course not. And at this point, we're basically waiting for the British to show up again, because we're not going to go sail for London. London's too far away. Anyway, we got an idea of how we're going to do Adel, which is we can release a subject and then double vassalize them. Heir wants a royal marriage. On board with that. Should get the diplomat back from Adal. We're going to start the Quarrel War, even though we're at war with Venice, because we can. State modifiers have expired, which is fine. Yeah, time to develop more states. Do not waste some monarch power. And we are basically going for full annex and core here, so... Like so. Everything. Which presumably needs us to take down one of their forts. For them to be willing to agree. Yeah, at some point Venice will be willing to negotiate. I think we occupy them fully for 5 years. We'll get 100% war score on them. There we go. Take the treasury as we're at it. There goes Quora. Now, if we can get to peace, we've got 2 people in Africa. We can double vassalize, release the subject, and work on a doll. I'm sure we got what we need to complete the islet of a doll. I don't see any reason to delay that one, so we'll press the button at least. Oh, there's the subjects. Rebels that we want to put down. That rebel group down, put that rebel group down. Probably reposition you next to Fadel, or Fadi. The whole cold bankruptcy. Oof. Intervened, said the money in the ladder. Yeah, to be fair for our subjects, what is it? Our tax rate on them is harsh. We get like 84% of their income. Just give it to me. I don't think that leaves their states particularly productive. Heard something falling to Great Britain. Oh, because the British are back. The British are back! Grab a leader for that army. I suspect whoever's going to fight the British is going to want some tactical parity. Especially because they're going to go 30 to 40 if it's only one stack. New monarch. Janissaries demanding to be paid outrageous sums of money, as they usually do. Oh, it's only that much. Whoops, I debased the currency on didn't need to. That's fine. You willing to negotiate yet? No. Getting closer. The British are on the run again. Back into the Imperial Territory as the British run. Morale of armies looks like a good choice. Someone's already got admin 13, so we'll take it as well. Actually, I think we can delay until the end of the year, so we'll see if that looks if we delay a little bit. Trade company trouble. We'll just take the local trade power penalties. Actually, I think we can't delay. We got the power, so we'll just do it. Anyone needs grabbed, chartered, or Trunnions yet. There's the British Army. Once again, we're gonna prepare to fight off the British. Great victory over the British. So, Venice, you willing to negotiate your surrender yet? Nope. Not yet. Someone's grabbed the Diplotech. That's late enough that we can definitely wait for the year to tick, though. So we will on that one. Rebelling in Gondar. Gondar is rebelling. Yeah, we'll see if we are picking these two up on January 1st. We're definitely picking up chartered companies on January 1st. Growth of the printing industry. This changes everything, apparently. Oh, and I don't even need to pick it up because we don't need the innovativeness. Yeah, we can delay this. We can totally delay this. Yeah. And printing press should spread fairly rapidly to our capital. 11 years, yeah. So we won't be able to get it for this set round attack, but we'll get it for the next round. And we now have the claim on you. Send a very scornful insult. There we go, into that territory go. Cleaning up another loose end in the center of our empire. Getting real close, just not there yet. Yeah, we're looking at devastilizing these three. Them we just need an alliance with. Them we basically just need an alliance with as well. We'll do all these in this part. Basically, I'm going to end this part because basically once the flurry of diplomats ends after the Venetian War here. So we're running the part a little bit long just to get that flurry of diplomatic activity complete. Not quite, but it's gonna be soon. Base manpower. Base man of the capital is a pretty bad idea. Which ones are we missing? Because we've got a mission down here we're going to do 4 genders for each. So the Merchant Guild is the only one we shouldn't do. It's either the Umera or the Dimi. Uma or the Dimi you want to go with. Mosque in a random province is probably the way to go because it doesn't cost us any monarch power. It's cost us the money we're overflowing with. Yeah, and we've occupied them long enough that they will surrender, ending all Venetian opposition to her glorious reign. Oh, I'm actually surprised. The Demi are not happy enough for this right now. Maybe we should have gone with the Demi one. We'll see. We can always wait a bit. They'll turn around. Okay, so now we need our diplomats back. We want to release a USSA, that one. That means they're not in opposition. Should not own your cores. Yeah, there we go. And like so. Into the Ottoman Empire. Honestly, we're probably happy enough with both of them. We can have just alliance both of them anyway. Even though they're each other's rivals. Then you're a vassal. This is the post-war flurry of diplomatic requests for people to become one with the great and glorious Ottoman Empire. At some point, probably follow up on our Kyiv invasion of Lithuania style progress over there. Oh, those aren't even our peasants. Okay, 20th of June, we can offer a guarantee. Crush the Armenian resistance. It's 26th of June. In 30 days, we make them a vassal. Promote you to Islet, so we'll promote you to Islet. The fact that we are almost able to double vassalize these guys without being anywhere near them. And this is the flurry of diplomats going back and forth. Yeah, we probably want Rodrigo's opinion of us to be 100 anyway, so I'm on board with that. As our crown lands approaching nearly 100%. Which would be, we could give some way to get the governing capacity, I suppose, if we need more governing capacity. Okay, let's sort out where my armies are. Not ready for that. It's probably coming time to do something about the Hungary problem. France is on the other team. Of course France is on the other team. How did France get on the other team? Why is France on the other team? France is now the defender of the Catholic faith. Okay. Our allies defend the Catholic faith. That's annoying. Do we have an excuse to declare war on Russia? Yes. And we can bring in the Teutonic Order. Nope. Okay. So it'll just be those two. Probably fine. What is that excuse I had for... Well, a lot of our subjects have claims, apparently. And we have some cores we can return as well. Let's be clear for the cores and such. Okay. Where can we bring up... Oh, we don't need you down there. You can come over. They can come over, yeah, okay. Alright, we'll finish the last of the diplomatic flurry, and we'll go ahead and put a part break in. Do I have a diplomat coming? I should have just... Exactly. Off the vassalization. So, in sub-Saharan Africa, obviously, Songhai, Timbuktu, Jolof are all going to be too big to diplo-vassalize. I say that, and that might actually be wrong. Yeah, Songhai and Timbuktu are too big. If we break them up a bit, Jolof, and we can get, sort of, by breaking them up, sort of sneak over to Jolof. Jolof probably isn't too big to diplo-vassalize. Just lose the stability. We got plenty of admin, we can take the stability back, and I actually want to get some more government reforms done. Meritocratic recruitment. Yeah, probably either meritocratic recruitment or administrative clergy. The next one, yeah, we got lots of government reforms to do. Just given enough time. Benin, sure. Tunis, yes. Islets are definitely sure is yes. Anyway, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in. Diplo-vassalization continues. I suspect we'll be able to just diplo-vassalize through slowly the entire southern portion of sub-Saharan Africa here. And then maybe if we're lucky, one of these guys actually has an excuse to start something with the big guys. Yeah. Fada here has an excuse to go to war with Songhai. Which will also break some more chunks out of Songhai. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Songhai chunks... Yeah, if we do the right chunk out of Songhai, that'll give us an excuse on Timbuktu and break Timbuktu up a little bit as well. That'll be for probably the time after next. I think we're going to go after Russia next. We know Russia has access to modernization, and I don't want them to. So, well, I'm not going to be able to stop them from having it, but we're going to go after a bunch of our cores that some of our subjects have on them. But yeah, that'll be for the next part. Hope everyone has been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, the next part will be up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break to sip some tea and check to make sure everything recording-wise has been going well. And then we'll pick up with the next part. And until then, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.